How to animate the human form. Now, I'm the first to admit I don't know the first thing about traditional animation, but I've had this book on my shelf for the last 35 years or so, The Animation Book by Kit Laybourne. On page 127, there's this great tip sheet about how to animate the human form. Since 1980, I've looked at these pictures and tried to imagine what these guide sheets would look like in real time, in a real film animation. Thanks to the power of modern computing, we can now easily see how they look. So let's take them one at a time and analyze what's happening. Walk. Here's a basic walk, the basis of all human movement. Actually, there's not much to see here, except that the arms and the legs work in opposition. That is, when your left leg is behind you, your right arm is in front of you, and vice versa. That makes a certain amount of sense, because when you walk, you want to keep your balance, so you'd swing your opposite limb the other way to keep moving forward. So, a basic walk movement, but a classic study in human motion. Double bounce walk. If you want to put a bit of a spring in your step, here's the double bounce walk. It's like the basic walk, but there's a bit of hesitation in the middle, indicating the unbridled nature of the character. The opposition of legs and arms is the same as the basic walk, but with a little added motion. The strut. Do you want more confidence in your character? Then try the strut. You'll notice that the legs and arms work the same way as in the basic walk, but they're more emphasized. As well, the head is now bobbing up and down to show the authority and confidence of the character. The shuffle. How about if the character is less sure of themselves? This would be the shuffle. The head is bowed down and the hands are in the pockets. The back is also arched downwards, showing the insecurity of the character. The sneak. Want to have your character approach somebody without their knowing it? This is the sneak movement. The tips of the toes are carefully placed and the head bobs up and down to avoid detection. The body crouches down to make the character as small as possible as they approach their subject. The run. Let's chase after somebody. Here's the basic run. You will notice that the character leaps away to gain more speed. This is an option, but it shows our individual trying to gain distance. There's still the basic opposition of legs and arms, as in the walk earlier, but everything is accelerated to indicate the faster movement of our character. The jump. If you really want to gain speed, there's the jump. Here, both arms and legs are working in parallel, trying to cover as much distance as possible in the shortest amount of time. And there's a lot more height involved than in any of the earlier sequences. The fast run. Can't wait to catch up with the other character? Then put your subject into the fast run. Your character is elongated forward, running as fast as they can. They put their arms forward to balance themselves and for better acceleration. The feet are mostly in the air, barely touching the ground except to propel the character forward. The tiptoe. Similar to the sneak, but without being so obvious, is the tiptoe. The feet are touching lightly on the ground. The body is crouched. The head doesn't move much, so that it doesn't draw attention to itself. The body movement overall is minimal, while still approaching its prey. The skip. Finally, if you don't have a care in the world, why not skip? Like the walk, the arms are in opposition to the legs, but you'll notice a bounce where the feet leave the ground. The head is held high, and the chest of the body is open to experiencing everything that is to come. And those are the basic moves. Special thanks to Kit Laybourne for making this great book so many years ago. I hope this video helps budding animators with the basics of moving the human form across the screen.